Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. Welcome back to another AI with IrixGuy video. And within this video, what I want to talk about are my personal lessons learned after creating videos using AI, after creating videos using artificial intelligence for the first month or so. I've been involved with creating videos using AI for over a month now. It was something that I kind of stumbled upon, and I'm like, you know what? That's what my channel is all about. IrixGuy's Adventure Channel is diving in and learning something that is completely unknown at that point in time, and then becoming proficient with that tool or tools. So generative AI for video, after using it for a month, what are my key takeaways? Now, I do have a background, a very highly technical background. A lot of things I can't talk about, but I've got a very technical background. So as far as being able to pick up a tool or tool set, I've got and this isn't being arrogant, this is just being factual, I've got a very accelerated learning pace. So my experience with AI, you may be a lot more proficient, you may not be as proficient as I've been able to be. But AI for video, it does have its pitfalls. And I'm going to describe these pitfalls in a positive way. I'm not bashing AI, generative AI for video. It's still in its infancy. It's very powerful. But some of the lessons learned are consistency among clips. At the time of filming this, AI video clips are typically around 6 seconds in duration. And with that being the case, if you're using what's called subject reference AI, in my videos, it would be myself. Subscribe, check out my Haluo AI Minimax video playlist. You'll see a bunch of short action films I've created, all kinds of cool stuff. But if you really pay attention, you'll notice that there's subtle variations with the wardrobe, subtle variations with the facial structure, subtle variations with the build type, muscular, maybe some you're flabby, maybe some you're skinny. There are those subtle variations among the various clips that, at least at this point in time, to my knowledge, can't be fine-tuned. Again, generative AI for video is still in its infancy. This stuff will come with time. But consistency right now, although believable, and unless you're sitting there nitpicking from clip to clip and pointing out the differences among the the wardrobe, the facial structure, the body type, the environment, whatever, most people aren't going to know. These are entertaining videos. People are watching, they're having a good time, they're probably not going to nitpick. But that's an area where generative AI for video will continue to evolve, because once generative AI for video has hit the point to where there is a locked-in, there's a way to lock in the wardrobe, a way to lock in the physique, a way to lock in the facial appearance, the hair color. That's another thing I didn't mention. Some of these clips, you'll notice the hair color changes, the hairstyle changes among the various clips, even though those clips, the intent was to have those clips back to back as if they were filmed at a physical location, back to back with the same actor with the same wardrobe. Opportunity for improvement. This stuff will continue to advance. I'm sure it'll be razor precise in the near future. Couldn't think of a better word there. But the other thing is the resolution. At the time of filming this, a tool like I use, it's the one I like the best. It's Haluo AI Minimax. It's capped at 720p. So when I publish my videos in 4K, I've upconverted them, which obviously upconverted 4K video is not true 4K video. That's an opportunity for improvement. It'll come with time. This technology is still in its infancy. The other thing is wordiness. When I'm doing a subject reference AI where I've got myself in the shot, or if I'm doing a text to video AI where it's just an environment, maybe a car driving down the road, airplane crashing into a mountain, or helicopter landing on top of a snow-covered peak, Bigfoot chasing me, whatever. The ability for AI at this point in time to nail it and I mean nail it 100%, even with the enhanced wordiness, going down to the shirt color of the actor, the physique of the actor, the environment. Sometimes, even though the description is very very detailed, even though that's the case, sometimes it doesn't get it 100% correct. Sometimes it'll be 90% or so correct, where it's usable, and the only person that would know that that wasn't what was expected was the person that was creating the video, in this case myself. But sometimes it'll be grossly inaccurate, and unfortunately that's the nature of a newer technology. Things that haven't been around for a while and refined, it's not perfect. I mean, it's more than usable, generative AI for video, but it's not to the mature state of something that's been being utilized for 10, 20, 30 plus years. It hasn't hit that point yet. But these are just a few things that I've learned after using generative AI for video for over a month. I mean, it's a very powerful tool set. Again, the clips, they're around 6 seconds. I mean, it's going to require multiple clips to create something cool, because typically a video, in my case YouTube, it's going to be, those videos, I ideally want them to be a few minutes in duration. I don't want a 30-second clip most of the time. So when you think about, okay, well, how many AI generated clips will it take to make a short YouTube video of, say, 2 to 3 minute duration? That's a lot of clips. Now, there's tricks. I mean, obviously I use Final Cut Pro 11 to stitch everything together. I can retime the clip. So a clip that was 6 seconds, if I slowed it down 50%, it could then in essence become a 12-second clip. So it's easy to leverage an additional tool like Final Cut Pro 11 to stretch out these clips. Sure, everything's going to be a little bit slower, but in certain situations, one would want the more slow and cinematic look to whatever shot, whether it's an actor within the video or if it's a say an airboat going through a swamp. I mean, there's value add of retiming. So by retiming, instead of having 2 6-second clips, if I retime and say reduce the speed by 50%, now I've got 1 12-second clip. So just a great way to have to generate fewer quantity of AI video clips by leveraging retiming, so that I can hit my target of, say, 2 to 3 minutes per video, my final video that I've created of that duration. So that's another trick. The let's see, what else do we have here? Consistency among environment. That's a challenge. Even though in a lot of situations, doesn't matter. I mean, if you're check out my Bigfoot Real video, you'll see that I'm being chased by Bigfoot through the snow-covered mountains during the blizzard. In that situation, the environment changing doesn't matter. But if you want to have, say, a 4-minute, and again, 4 minutes created from 6-second clips in the same environment, say there's a table in the background, for example, and it's got a let's say a paper towel holder, and then it's got a samurai sword or whatever, it doesn't matter. Keeping that consistency among multiple clips is a challenge right now. And I'm not saying it's not doable, but given my level of experience with generative AI for video so far, I haven't figured out how to nail that down. How to say, okay, well, let's lock in the background elements. The only thing that would change within that clip would be what the actor is doing, what the subject is doing. Now, if it could do that, that'd be cool, because in essence, I could be in the same room, but I'm doing whatever. I mean, this technology will continue to evolve, but these are just observations. These are not insults. I'm not here insulting any of the generative AI for video tools. And my favorite one, by the way, is Haluo AI, also known as Minimax. Subscribe to my channel and check out my Haluo AI video playlist, and you'll see tons of videos I've created. They're mind-blowing. I think they're mind-blowing, but these are just observations so far after creating videos using artificial intelligence for over a month. Not being overly critical, but just telling you the things that I've found in response to my hours invested into creating videos using artificial intelligence. Because if you're thinking about embarking upon the AI for video creation journey, hopefully this video helps. Hopefully it inspires you. If it doesn't, subscribe to my channel, ring that bell, check out my Haluo AI Minimax video playlist, check out my AI with IrixGuy video playlist. Post your comments, post your questions and/or comments below, and I'll try to respond within upcoming AI with IrixGuy videos here on my channel where you're watching this. So I hope, hey, what'd you think about this video? Tell me below. Subscribe, ring that bell. Check out all my videos, help me grow. I'm an independent YouTuber. I need the support. So I highly recommend experimenting with AI for video creation, because you'll probably find it's very powerful in its current state. It's only going to get better. It's a lot of fun, and it's a time saver. So thanks for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell to be notified whenever I post another video. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.